Alright learners, let's try this question now. The counters in a bag are either red or blue or green or yellow. Okay, so find the probability that counter is red or yellow. Okay, so red or yellow. But we don't know the probability of yellow. But we know one thing, that the total sum of all probability should be 1. So let's try to find yellow. Yellow would be, let's add these one, red plus blue plus green, and then we will subtract it from 1. So it would be 0.15 plus 0.05 plus 0.35. That will result in 5 plus 5, 10 plus 5, 15, 1, 5 and 0. Alright. Now this is the sum of red, blue and green. We will subtract the sum from 1. So 1 minus 0.55, that will result in 0.45. So yellow would be 0.45. Now we have to find red or yellow. Repeat after me, red or yellow. Now look at this or. So we have to find the probability either red or yellow. So we will add the probabilities of red and yellow. That will give us 0.6, or you can write 0.60 as well. See, 0.45 plus 0.15. Yes or no? And we will get the probability. Okay. Don't multiply the probabilities here, okay, because these are not independent events, because they cannot happen at the same time. Can a counter be red and yellow at the same time? No. That's why we are just adding the probability. Let's move on to the next one. The diagram shows a circle with horizontal diameter and a vertical diameter. Use the diagram to construct inscribed octagon. Very simple, very simple. Now listen. Circle is given to us. What you have to do is, you have to bisect this angle. Take this as a complete angle. How will you bisect it? Just open your compass, keep the pin over here, the pencil over here, you will get the radius. Open your compass to the length of a radius. Now the second step would be, keep the pin of the compass over here and mark an arc. Keep the pin over here and mark another arc. Okay. Now keep the pin over here and mark an arc. Keep the pin over here and mark other arc. Now listen very carefully. Draw a line like this that should pass from the center. Are you with me, everyone? Now draw a second line. Now draw a second line. Wait. Now you have to draw a second line from here, from this arc. It should pass the center. Got this one now? Now let me teach you how to do it now. See, just mark a point over here, over here, over here. Let me use different colors so that you are not confused. Tic-tac-toe, which color do you want? So this one, 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 this one. Now join all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Yes, you got an octagon. Alright. Just do this with using a compass and you will get a regular octagon. Very simple question, right? Let us move on to the next one now. Now, Naomi measures the mass of each of 50 bananas. Draw the frequency polygon to show this information. So see, how do we draw the frequency polygon? You will get confused because range is given over here. Just write the midpoint over here. Alright. What is the midpoint of 100 and 110? 105, sir. Then from 110 to 120? Yes, you got it correct. It's 115. Now for 120 and 130 would be 125. And for 130 and 140 would be 135. Yes or no? For 140 and 150 would be 145. This is the midpoint. You can just add these two and divide them by 2. Alright. Now we will write frequency on the y-axis. Mass is given on the x-axis. And now we will plot it. Alright. How can we plot it? On 105, On 105, the frequency is 12, so I marked a point over here. 105, 12. Like this, 115, 15. 125, 17. 135, 4. 145, 2. And you have to take 2, 2 gap. Because it was relevant, 1, 1 gap was not relevant. 5, 5 gap will be more, right? Because frequency, range of frequency is still 17. So we can easily take 2, 2 gap, right? Are you with me, everyone? Now draw a line like this. Let's start with this question now. Draw a ring around the class interval that contains the median mass. So if we talk about median mass, think very carefully, think very carefully that the median mass would be at the 25th value because there are 50 bananas, right? So 25th value is sitting till here are 12 values, till here are 27 values. So 25th value will be sitting inside this, right? So this is our median class interval. So 110 to 120. Think about it very carefully. 25 will be sitting in the inside this only, right? If we have arranged it in ascending order. Now, let us move on to the next question now. Find the value of 10 cube times 29, 10 times 10 to the power minus 3. So look very carefully. If the bases are same, what do? Yes, we add the powers. So 10, 3 plus minus 3 times 29. 3 plus minus 3 is 0. 10 to the power 0 times 29. 10 to the power 0, anything to the power 0 is 1. So 1 times 29, it will give us 29. Now let us move on to the next question. The values of A, B and C are equal or not equal to 64. So we will replace A by 10 and we will replace C by 4, which will give us 6. 10 plus 4. First solve the bracket. So it would be 6 times 14, that is not 64. Again, in over the here, we will just put the value of A, that would be 10 squared plus 28 by 2. First square 10, don't add it first. So it would be 100 plus 28 by 2. It is 64 like this. This is also 64. This is also 64. Don't forget to solve the bracket first in this one. And don't forget to square B and C first in this one. Alright. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like it. Okay, let us move on to this question now. So we have to calculate. We know that first we will solve the brackets. Before solving the bracket, convert them into improper fraction first. So 4 times 3. We multiply these two numbers, right? 4 times 3 is 12 and we add the upper number. So 12 plus 1 is 13. So it would be 13 upon 4 minus 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 by 2 plus 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 by 3. Any doubts still here? You can let me know your doubts in the comment section. I will make sure that I answer them. Okay. Now we will take LCM over here because their denominator are not same. Don't just add the denominators and numerator directly. If the denominator are never same, we don't add the fraction, we make the denominators same, right? We can only add like fractions. So it would be 13 upon 4 minus the, how can I make 2 and 3 same? By taking LCM, and LCM of both of them is 6. So to make 2 6, I have to multiply it by 3. So I have to multiply the numerator also by 3. To make 3 6, I have to multiply it by 2. So I have to multiply the numerator also by 2, which will give us 9 upon 6 plus 8 upon 6. Now it will result in 13 by 4 minus, now we can add directly the numerator, but we never add the denominator. The denominator would be 6 and 9 plus 8 is 17. Now the same process you can repeat over here by taking the LCM and you will get the final answer. Very good, learners. Write the correct power in each box. So in multiplication we add the power 5 plus minus 1, that is 4. In division we subtract the power. So look over here. 4 minus minus 2, which will give us 8 to the power 6 because minus minus would be plus, and 4 plus 2 is 6. 1 upon 81. So it would be 1 upon 9 squared, right? 81 is 9 squared. And as we reciprocal it, the power will become negative. Very good. So 9 to the power minus 2. Oh, okay. What is 1 upon 9? It is 9 to the power minus 1. As we reciprocal, the power become negative. B, C, D, E, F, G are parallel lines. So underline it, they are parallel. E, C, F, H, A, C, F, H is a straight line. Calculate the value of y. Alright, so we have to calculate the value of y. See, look very carefully. Look very carefully. Now, do let me know that in this triangle there are two angles. So y is also there and x is also there. First of all, I will find this angle. Complete angle is 180, so this one is 70, right? Now listen, if I can find from somehow, if I can find the value of x, I will be able to find the value of y as well. So if this is 70, this one is also 70, vertically opposite angles. Yes or no? And if this is 70, this will also be 70, corresponding angles. Yes or no? So the value of x is 70. Yes or no? Corresponding angles are equal. Alright, so the value of x is 70. Now, we got the value of x. This is a triangle. Sum of all angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So y plus 70 plus x minus 40, okay, gives us 180 degree. So it would be y plus 70 plus 70 because x is 70. 70 minus 40 is 30. Look closely. X was 70. 70 minus 40 is 30 equals to 180. So y plus 100 equals to 180 and y equals to 100 will go that side, the sign will change. Change of side means change of sign. So the value of y would be 80. 180 minus 100 gives us 80. Very good. Simple question, right? Triangle J is shown on a grid. Okay, triangle J is shown. Triangle J is reflected to line y equals to 3. So reflected to line y equals to 3. Y equals to 3 is like this. Okay, if they give us x equals to 3, we will draw like this. Alright, so let me erase it. Now, draw a line y equals to 3, that is like this line. Now we have to reflect the points. So if we reflect this point, it is 1, 2, 3. So it will go 3 more, 1, 2 and 3. So it will come right here. Now, let's look at this point. It will go 1, so it will go right here. You get confused by this, right? Just reflect it. Same distance. It would be 1, so it will go right here. And just join the points. Right? So this is a triangle K. Got this one? Let me erase this now. Now, let us move on to the next question now. Triangle K is then rotated. Oh, it is rotated as well. Wait, let me undo it now. Okay, so this is triangle K. It is then rotated by 90-degree anti-clockwise from center 0 to. So 0 2 is this one. This is the center of rotation. Okay, it is being rotated 90 degree. So take this point, draw a line like this, take your tracing paper, draw a line like this. Okay, now simply rotate it 90 degree this side. So this point will come, this point will come 1 2 3. So it will come right here, 1 2 3. This point will come right here. Okay, like this you can just rotate it using your tracing paper and draw the final triangle. It is really simple, right? Just put your tracing paper on top of it, draw a line like this from the center, just trace this. Imagine I am tracing it on a tracing paper. Now draw a line like this as well and just rotate your tracing paper. Just rotate your tracing paper till this line and this line overlaps and you got your final triangles. All right, very simple. If you have any doubts, you can let me know in the comment section. I will draw it for you. Okay, tick to show if each statement is true or false. So if we look closely at this one, it is 2 plus 3 times 6 that is not equals to 30. Okay, multiply first. BODMAS says 18 plus 2, that will give us 20. So it is false. Okay, always remember BODMAS. Now this one. It is 8 times 3 is 24 plus 3 cube root. So it would be 27 cube root, that is not equals to 9. It is equals to 3. So it is also false. Okay. Now the diagram shows the graph of line this. Draw a ring around the value of k. So what is the value of k? You have to draw a ring around the value of k. How can we find the value of k? Now listen very closely. You can take any point you want. You can take this point as well. You can take this point as well. You can take this point as well. Which point do you want to take? We can take any one. So to make it simpler, I am using this point. This point is 6, 0. Okay. So I will put the value of x as 6. So it would be 2 times 6 plus 3 times 0, because value of y is 0. Value of y value of y is 0. So it will be 12 equals to k, right? Because this is equals to k. So the value of k is 12. And we got the answer. Calculate 0.8 squared minus 0.01 divided by 0.09. All right. Now listen very carefully. So we have to calculate this. So 0.8 square is 0.64, right? Minus 0.01 upon minus 0.09. So it will give us 0.63 upon minus 0.09. Okay. Now cancel this decimal from this one. It will give us 63 upon negative 9. Or we can multiply the numerator and denominator by 100 also to get this one. Okay. 919, 97, 63. Now the answer is negative 7. Very good, learners. The value of x and y satisfy this simultaneous equation. Find the value of 2x minus y. To find the value of 2x minus y, we have to first find the value of x and y. Yes or no? So how can I find the value of x and y? I will use substitution method over here. The value of y is 4x minus 2. So I will put the value over here. At this y, it will give us 3 times 4x minus 2. Yes or no? Think. The value of y was 4x minus 2. So I am using substitution method. Gives us 7x plus 14. Multiply 3 by both of them, not by alone 4x, both of them. So 3 times 4x is 12x minus 6 equals to 3 times 2 is 6, right? 7x plus 14. So it will result in, now see what you will do after this is take x on one side and numbers on the other side. I'm sending 7 over here and 6 over there. Now look carefully. 7x will come here, sign will change, so it will be 12x minus 7x. Think about it. The sign of 7x will change. It is positive over there. It will become negative over here. As the side change, sign also change. 6 is negative. Once it reaches that side, it will become positive. So it will result in 5x equals to 20. Now 5 is in multiplication. I want to find the value of x. I will send it over there. So value of x would be 20 divided by 5. That is 4. Very good, learners. Okay. So the value of x is 4. Like this, the value of y would be 4x minus 2, that is 4 times 4, because it was 4x minus 2, that is 16 minus 2. So the value of x is 14. Now we have to find the value of 2x minus y. That is 2 times 4 minus 14. That is 8 minus 14. That is negative 6. Yes, you got the answer correct. Let us move on to the next question now. Okay, last question for the day. Chen and Hassan play a game. They can either win or lose or draw the game. Chen, probability Chen wins is 0.3. Probability Chen draws is 0.1. Probability Hassan wins is 0.5. Probability Hassan draws is 0.2. The outcome of Chen games is independent of the outcome of Hassan's game. Find the probability that Chen and Hassan both, listen over here, both, just circle this word, both Repeat after me. Both lose their game. Okay. So if we have to find the probability that Chen and Hassan both lose their game, let us try to understand this question first, then we will do it. Okay. Now see, Chen wins is this much, Chen draws is this much. So Chen will lose will be 0.6. Oh, how, sir? Total is 1, right? So if he wins is 0.3. If he draws is 0.1. So if he lose would be subtracted from 1, 0.6. The same case for Hassan would be, you tell me, 0.3. Yes, you are correct. 0.5 plus 0.2 is 0.7. Subtract 0.7 from 1 because 1 is total. See, either we can win, draw, or we can lose as well, na? But loss is not given to us, right? So for this was 0.6 and from Hassan was 0.3. Now both lose their game. These two are independent quantities, right? So if Chen is losing, it is 0.6. If Hassan is losing, it is 0.3. Both lose will be 0.6 times 0.3 because independent events we multiply. So it will give us 0.6 times 0.3 is 0.18. Very good, learners. You got this one as well. That's it for today's video. See you in the next one.